How we doing, guys? So it is another week and another assignment. Mode of discourse is definition. Okay, so this is going to be chapter 3.5, definition. Okay, so we just came from classification division. Now we're going into definition. You guys have also turned in your augmented and edited narrative essay. And I forgot to mention this detail in last week's video, although it was in the announcement, so you are expected to have done this. Remember, each week, read the announcement carefully. These videos are really just a complement to the announcement. Sometimes I'll say a detail in the announcement that I won't cover in the video, and vice versa. Okay, so between the announcement and the video, you guys should be getting everything that you need to know for the week. But the thing that I had forgot to mention in the video last week was, with these essay redos, of course, we said you want to go back to your rubric, go back to my comments, and sort of refurbish your essay based on that. Remember, you'll get half credit back. I averaged that in your original score to get you your ultimate and final score. One thing I didn't mention, though, is you need to add an extra page to the original essay version as well, okay? So, for example, if you did 2 pages way back in January for your narrative, for this redone version, you have to have 3 pages, okay? So when I go back and, assess how well you've redone it, I'm going to be looking for that. Did you, in fact, do the corrections? Sure, but also did you add that additional page, okay? And this is in the announcement from last week, okay? So just because I didn't, spell it out in the video, doesn't make you immune to not having to do the assignment how it was said on the announcement, okay? So make sure that you guys have done that. And if it's a problem, let me know. Maybe we could work something out, but I rely on you all to follow the directions that are on the announcement. The announcement's really always the primary thing to pay attention to. These videos are, again, little salt and pepper on the announcement. Okay. Anyway, that out of the way. Definition. So why is this such an important mode of discourse? Because how we define things makes those things mean something to us, okay? So if I define, for example, this, and you guys might not know, of course it's a remote control, right? That's what it is. But more particularly, it's a remote control to my smart board. Okay, so I use this to turn on my smart board in class, and the smart board connects to my desktop, so I'm able to display images for the kids, things that are, on Microsoft Word or YouTube or whatever. Okay, so we know that this is a remote control, but you probably didn't know that it's a smart board control. Okay, so this is a certain thing that means something, right? So what I define this as matters, right? This is a certain thing and it is not all the other things, okay? For example, this is not a toucan, okay? A toucan is a bird, most popularly the mascot of the Fruit Loop cereal brand, Toucan Sam, okay? My point is, it matters what we call things. It matters what we define things to be. Okay, and we like to say things today like, oh, language is just a social construct. It's just you moving your mouth and words are coming out. Nonsense, okay? What do you mean it's just a social construct? What does that mean? Stupid nonsense that is, okay? If that were our logic, then, hey, I'm just moving my mouth. Nothing matters, okay? People don't act in the world as though we just make things up, right? So remote control, those 2 words, that phrase means something. Remote meaning it doesn't have to be plugged in. Control meaning I use this to manipulate something. Okay, the image is on my screen. And it's for my smart board. All this matters. All this means something. Okay, I can't call this a slice of pepperoni pizza. Sure enough, it's not a slice of pepperoni pizza. Okay, when I eat it, when I try to eat it, when I put it in my mouth, for one, it's nasty. Okay. It tastes like sanitary wipes. We use sanitary wipes here at school to wipe things down when we're done with them, okay? This is not a pepperoni pizza slice, okay? So I'm making a big deal out of this because, frankly, for me, if I had to put my finger on the pulse of a problem in society today, it's we're losing our focus on things have essential meaning. And they have essential meaning because in part, because we call them something. And we call something something because the name that we call it maps onto what that thing is. Okay? So language, naming, it's not all just arbitrary blah, blah, blah. Okay? There's a logic behind it. Okay? So see how our author for the week, Amy Wilentz, defines what a zombie is. A zombie, as she says in her article title, is a slave forever. The idea meaning if you're a zombie, you're brain dead, and you're always going to be at the whim of somebody else. You can't think for yourself, okay? So she has a really interesting way of identifying, of defining what a zombie is. So her article is the basis for a discussion forum this week, so we are going to be talking to each other. Remember, you could click create thread on the discussion forum for the directions to populate. There is a word count. Remember, you do have to reply to another classmate after you yourself have made an initial reply, okay, to get full credit. There's also, what else do we have this week? That's it. That's it. Pretty simple week, okay? So let's talk to each other this week, okay? Heck, if you've already replied to a classmate, reply again. I'll be jumping in there. Let's see, closing today, Tuesday the 16th, was the journal. I replied to a few of your classification division journals from last week. More grades have been input. I've added the bonus points, the blog bonus points, to your MLA research essay. Remember I said I was going to go back and look at your blogs, and each time you participate in the blog, you get a couple points or a point or two, and then that is added onto your MLA research essay. Okay, and we're going to redo the MLA research essay at the end of the term as well. And you'll keep accruing blog bonus points for this half too. And I'll throw those on the MLA research essay, on the redone one. So a lot of extra credit points to be had this half of the term. So if you're in between grades, or if you haven't been doing any work, there's really no hope for you at this point. Okay, you've been out to lunch or you've had other things to do, that's fine, but you're the one who signed up for an online class, right? So you need to do things, and you need to do them by the deadline. Of course, if you have an extenuating circumstance, something exceptional, death in the family, your house burns down, you need to let me know these things like as soon as possible. Otherwise, I just assume that you're out in La La Land. What do I know? Okay, I got 93 students to take care of. So, I need you guys to help me out with that stuff. Okay, so if you've been doing the work, participating, doing all the weekly assignments, following directions, there's no way why you can't walk out of here with an A or a B, okay? But if you've been, I'll do this assignment, I won't do that assignment, not to say that that's been your attitude. Maybe you've had things going on in your life. Again, I don't know. I don't know you. I'm not there with you, so you gotta let me know, okay? Nothing happens without communication, okay? But if you've been just doing kind of a hodgepodge job, then you're probably going to get a D or an F, or maybe pull out a C. I don't know, okay? So we're coming kind of down on the home stretch here with these last few weeks here of the class, about another 8 weeks or so of the class, second half of the class, okay? So let's do what we have to do. Finish strong. I'm here for help if you need me. Just the one discussion forum this week, guys. So it should look nice. Okay, it should be substantive. Should have some good content. You guys should be talking to each other. Should be a nice, robust conversation happening in that discussion forum. All right. Okay, then I will leave it at that, and I will talk to you again at the start of next week. Peace. I salute you. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.